Hello everyone, it's Sarah Oblex Spiker and happy Monday. So, what to do when there is more? I have the joy and privilege and honor of working with some of the most successful people, leaders, executive, those who on the outside honestly have created the success that so many are looking up to, envying, aspiring to recreate one day. And I know how at this stage it feels sometimes that we are so lonely on the top. Whether we're looking from the stages at the masses who are staring back at us, asking for more, you know, soaking in every single word that we say, and we turn around, there's a team supporting us, relying on us, and we're like, I no longer feel called to be here. I am called to do something more, something different, but this sense of responsibility keeps us continuously going and grinding and pushing through and continuously showing up in a capacity that we have long outgrown because of the sense of responsibility. Or there's the scenario where we have created this success, but it comes with guilt and shame because whatever we do on the positive side, there's equal amount of shame for something we have not done, the amount of time we have not spent with the kids, the amount of time we have not devoted to our spouses, the amount of time we said no to opportunities that our hearts wanted to say yes to, but again, the scheduling was there and all the responsibility and seriousness, and we had to decline. And the list goes on and on and on and on. The guilt, the shame, right? Or let's say you're finally feeling that you're in this good place. All the fears and uncertainties and arguments with your loved ones um, dissipated, and you're finally in this good space, but it's only on the outside, it's only the shell. Because your heart, your soul know that you have conformed into a box, you have clipped your wings, and you tamed yourself back into the smallness again just to keep the peace. So, what do you do? What do you do when either one of the scenarios and so many others are applicable to you? Your heart knows there's more, your soul is calling you for more or something different. What do you do? Well, there are a couple of people that, or we would say, go and disconnect, silence everything, and go inwards. Look for this inner voice. And there are some of us who would say, fuck it, just do it. Essentially, it's gonna lead you to the same conclusion. Ultimately, you follow this inner guidance, you follow this voice, you follow this calling for one way or another. You either meditate on it, you pray on it, or you just close your eyes and leap and trust. Right? Either way. The thing is that on the other side of this leap, of just doing it and following it through, is this rational space where I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna make this step when. I'm gonna make a decision when. And this when never happens. And here's why, right? The moment we make the decisions, sometimes this energetic commitment, when we make the energetic commitment, doesn't necessarily mean that we're following through in action immediately. But when we feel this energetic commitment to say yes in something that is aligned, we notice how things are falling into place, and it's so easy. And sometimes we ask ourselves, like, why did I wait so long? But the moment we start to plan and we're like, well, I will only commit to when everything else aligns. I will only do this whenever it becomes elusive, and we are betraying ourselves on a deeper level. And also, we are stepping out of the alignment. But life has this beautiful way of bringing us into alignment and to where we ought to be and we're supposed to be and meant to be, whether we want it or not. So the more that we resist, the more that we try to ignore and tuck it under the rug and totally dismiss and suppress. I have tried it so many times, and trust me, it is not pretty when life squeezes you in a corner, pulls the rug from underneath you, and holds you by the throat. It is not pretty, it is scary, it is painful, and totally unnecessary. However, What are some of the symptoms that are showing us that we are out of the alignment, that we are out of the integrity with this bigger version of ourselves, the future vision of ourselves, the higher mission, the bigger purpose? Well, like I said, the disruptions are becoming louder and bigger. Seemingly, aligned clients are starting to walk away. The members of our team that were so amazing to have are finding and going for other opportunities. Our relationships become rocky. Um, Health and wellness, we're having those health hiccups. Sometimes it's more serious than just a hiccup because all this energy has to manifest somehow. Sometimes it actually manifests in kids or in our partners. They fall ill, they come down with sickness. There's something that needs our attention, and rationally it's like, oh, look, yet another reason why I can't commit to what it was, right? The bottom line is that the more we resist, the harder the shift is going to be, the more we're going to be pulled back and put into the path where we're meant to be by life. Kicking or screaming, it doesn't really matter. So might as well just fucking do it in the first place. It is going to be uncomfortable, absolutely. But one thing I'd like to invite you to today, and one thing I want you to take away from this message today, is that at the end of the day, if there's one thing I want to leave you with today, is do not let fear of the unknown, fear of the possible success, fear of possible failure, fear of being judged, or whatever other fear is that's deeply rooted, that it's actually in your driving seat, driving this decision. Don't let that fear be more important than the potential, than the future you are meant to create, and the world that you are meant to impact in a way that only you can impact it, but only when you choose to step up and step into the next version of yourself, onto the path to remembrance and unlearning and undoing and untaming. So I hope this resonates with you. I'm sending this sealed with love and light, and I'll talk to you soon.